From my analysis, observations, conclusions, and findings recorded in paragraph 82 to 144 herein above, I hold that Shinde faction was the real Shiv Sena political party when rival factions emerged on 21st June 2022.
What the speaker have done is that he has recognized the Eknath Shinde faction as the real Shiv Sena. So Eknath Shinde continues as the chief minister, and as the BJP has announced earlier, that Eknath Shinde is going to lead the Mahayuti or the NDA in Maharashtra in the next Vidhan Sabha as well as the Lok Sabha polls of 2024. The 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 ground that were given by the speaker is that Paksha Pramukh, the post that was given, and also the executive. So it cannot override that, and hence the Paksha Pramukh does not have the right to suspend the duly elected legislature party leader as the whip of the Shiv Sena, the earlier the Shiv Sena UBT now. Sunil Prabhu is null and void. So the whip which is issued by Bharat Gogavale of the Uddhav Thackeray of the Eknath Shinde faction is the correct whip. So this is the sum and substance of it. It was an operative order, detailed order will follow, and the signed copies of order is yet to be available, which will have the finer details of the things. Yeah. After the Vidhan Sabha elections in 2019, the Shiv Sena parted ways with the BJP, and they joined hand with Congress and NCP to form a government which was known as the Mahavikas Aghadi government. And in this process, Uddhav Thackeray became the chief minister. So Uddhav Thackeray is the first member from the Thackeray family who had occupied a position of power. Though he was reluctant, but NCP Supremo Sharad Pawar insisted that he should become the chief minister for the stability of the government, and accordingly he had taken over as the chief minister. And suddenly after that, after 3 or 4 months after that, there was a COVID breakout. And during all these, all the 2.5 years, he was under constant attack and criticisms from the BJP. And to take a revenge or to extract a revenge, the BJP used Eknath Shinde, one of the most senior most leaders and one of the most efficient leaders from the Shiv Sena, to rebel against Uddhav Thackeray and form the government. So the rebellion actually happened on 21st of June 2022, when he left for Surat. From there, he reached Guwahati, and there they camped for about a fortnight, where slowly people joined him. And around 40 of the legislatures of the 56 of the Shiv Sena joined Eknath Shinde, which was a majority number as far as the party is concerned. The Uddhav Thackeray led Shiv Sena in the process disqualified them or issued the disqualification notices against them, saying that they are not the real party. And this thing culminated into an entire political issue. And since the numbers were going, Uddhav Thackeray had to resign. Though Mr. Sharad Pawar and the Congress also insisted that Uddhav Thackeray stay as chief minister and face the test in the floor of the house rather than giving it up. But the BJP used this opportunity, and they formed the, after the resignation of Uddhav Thackeray, they formed the government. And surprisingly, it was Eknath Shinde who became the chief minister with 40 MLS as against 105 of the BJP. So BJP supported Eknath Shinde as the chief minister. And however, the party high command insisted that for stability of government, they ensured that Devendra Fadnavis, who had been the chief minister as well as the leader of opposition, becomes a deputy chief minister in that process. Eknath Shinde has now been legitimized as the real Shiv Sena. First, by the Supreme Court, second, by the Election Commission, and third, by the Speaker. So he is the legal chief minister as far as the law is concerned. Though the Uddhav Thackeray-led group has been claiming that he is an illegal and unconstitutional chief minister, that doesn't hold the ground if we talk in terms of the law. In terms of political campaign and otherwise, it may be a valid argument. But as far as law is concerned, he is a legal chief minister. So the BJP has won the battle as far as extracting revenge out of the Shiv Sena is concerned. This is one. Secondly, it has made Eknath Shinde a common Shiv Sainik who has come from very humble beginnings as an auto rickshaw driver, as one of the chief ministers. So he's not from an elite, he's from the ground. Having said that, it is also true that as far as the Shiv Sena politics is concerned in Maharashtra, what is more important is the Thackeray surname. This group will not have a Thackeray surname when they go in for polls. And people on the ground are definitely aware of what has gone wrong and how this thing has happened. Now, as far as the you are asking about the ramifications, one of the ramifications could be that they may all will have to contest at independence also. It's too early to state that. While on the other hand, BJP has an alliance with Eknath Shinde-led Shiv Sena, and they will contest the elections of the Shiv Sena ticket. And in future, Ajit Pawar may also have a similar kind of a thing. Here on the other side, they may have to contest an independence. Because the Shiv Sena UBT name which was given and the symbol which was allotted was for a particular election of Andheri East for that constituency. Now they will have to apply to Election Commission afresh for a common symbol. Now whether they get it or not, it is too early to say, because the elections are just 3 months away from now. On the other hand, they will go with the traditional saffron color, they will go with the traditional that tiger, they will go with the bow and arrow symbol. On the other hand, Uddhav will have to look for options and will have to convince people that he is the real Shiv Sena. The basic thing that Uddhav Thackeray is that despite his health condition, he will have to hit the streets like Sharad Pawar. Even at this age, with a lot of ailments, Sharad Pawar gets up at 7 o'clock in the morning. He gets going at 7 o'clock in the morning and he retires very late. So he's constantly on the move. So Uddhav Thackeray will have to fan out the entire state. And Maharashtra is a big state with 5 big regions, which are as good as states. So he will have to tour the Maharashtra extensively and explain it to people. Yes, Aditya Thackeray is touring, but that is not going to be enough, because Uddhav Thackeray will have to step out. And already the other faction has branded Uddhav Thackeray as a Facebook kind of a chief minister or an online chief minister who has worked inside the doors during the COVID-19 pandemic. Though everybody was working like that, majority of the people were working like that, but this is one of those things that has happened. Uddhav Thackeray will have to hit the streets. He will have to get a symbol. Because now with 3 judgments against him in Supreme Court, Election Commission and the Speaker itself, there is no way he can get the symbol. Supreme Court will not intervene in the matter which is dictated by the legislature. And it is Supreme Court who has entrusted the Speaker to give his ruling on this. And also deadlines were extended and ensured that the ruling comes. So I doubt whether the Supreme Court will entertain it. Otherwise, it will again lead to a legislature versus judiciary kind of a war. But I doubt whether that will happen in this case. And already see, now you don't have time for that. You just have 2 months. You just have to tighten your belts and get to the ground. That's the only thing. for both the sides.